Okay, let's finish our drawing. Like that's the last part of this beginner's art redraw by professional artists. Okay, hopefully it's gonna be the last part. Um, right now I'm just doing the final art, like the lines, or maybe if you prefer to, you can just call it inking. All those terms work just fine. Okay, I have here my sketch on the background with transparency. Is it like in blue? Okay, just let's keep going. We are almost done with the lines. So far it looks pretty good, or at least pretty decent, right? Okay, just then get like a little larger, a little too much, right? 25 seems to be okay. Let's go with 20. Okay, okay, all right, that's not bad. Okay, that looks good enough. I'm kind of curious to see how it's going to be like once we start to color it. So far looks pretty decent, right? Okay, I will just create like another layer just for the hand, because usually it's kind of tricky, draw the hands. Okay, the best thing about manga, it's one of the best things, it's because depending on the style that you're drawing, hands are not that complicated, Of course, it's just basically a matter of perspective, but still, it's still something that a lot of artists don't like to do, like myself. It's because it kind of takes too much time, to get it done. We are not going to draw like a really nice hand, just like a decent one. It's gonna be, um, what is the word? Um, stylized, maybe. When it's not realistic, I don't know the word in English for that. Okay, so far it kind of looks good. I would just like actually um, zoom out a little bit because I think that I can see it better, right? Sometimes it's like I said, it's two things that it's really important to do. One of them is to uh, flip the illustration, and another is zoom in and zoom out, especially zoom out, because you can see like the whole like image, and sometimes you think that it's right, but when you just zoom out, basically you see that the proportion, maybe it's not that right or not as correct as you thought before, you know so therefore that's something good to do like once in a while. Okay, all right, so far so good, so far so good. All right, okay, it's not too bad, but there's something that I can change, um, now that I'm looking kind of more far away. I will just, whoops, make it a little smaller because we are talking about a girl, right? Even though like we got a little bit of perspective here, but still like she's only a girl. We don't want like her with Arnold Schwarzenegger's hand. Okay, I think that's good enough. Okay, that looks good. It's better, right? Let me see here. Okay. Alright, that's good enough. Hopefully. Now, should I just draw the marker or the... Yeah, just let's go with like the shorts. Okay. Okay. Oops. Okay. All right. Okay, that's gonna be just black. I think that black is going to be like good enough. So yeah, I know that looks kind of funny. If we think on that as a realistic short, you know, like a belt behind or under like another belt, but that's a fantasy character. Okay, so it doesn't need to be like super realistic. Oh, right? Okay, it's looking pretty good. I'm pretty happy with what I see so far. Looks pretty good. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. It's not extremely tight, you know, like short. So therefore I need to have some wrinkles on that. All right. Okay, all right. We are getting something here, right? That's kind of good. It's looking funny. Yeah, that's a good practice. You know, if you just get someone else drawing and just draw it like in your own style, you know? So it's a good way to learn or improve the way you see your own drawings comparing with other people, but comparing in a good way, I should say, you know. It's not like comparing like, oh, I need to make it better. No, I even though the title of this video says beginner kind of against like professional, that's not the purpose here. I don't think that my drawing is better than the other one. It's just like a different way to see the same picture, right? So that's what we are doing here. Oops. I know that's probably you might think that the leg looks kind of funny because it's not like a completely straight or perfect curvy line, but sometimes we need to do that, like to make it look more natural, you know what I mean? Because if you just do like a perfect line, it can look kind of like a robot maybe. Let me just look this. That's a part that must be like kind of far away in order to work right. Okay, I think that now it's better. Just let me check something. Just let's flip the image. Okay, it's not bad, right? Let me see. There's something here that's kind of bothering me. What is it? Okay, I think that like this it's a little better. Yeah, probably. Let me see without another thing good to do, like for people that are doing like in the computer, just turn the sketch like layer off, so you can see only the final lines that you're doing, right? And you can see if it looks good or not. Yeah, so far looks pretty good, I think, right? Okay. All right. Now I think. Hold on. I think that's right now. I'm able to. Let me see. Yeah, I think that's good enough, right? I will just kind of combine all the vector layers in just one piece, like this. Oh, there's one more. Actually, I think two more. Okay, just let me do something here really quick. I will be back. Oi. Ah, é? Não sei porquê. Pra mim tá mostrando que tá. Pra mim mostra, tá mostrando que tá normal. É, dá um refresh aí. Dá um refresh aí, porque pra mim tá parecendo normal. Tá, deixa eu voltar, porque. Eu tô. Agora eu parei, né? Porque eu tô falando contigo. É, tá. Tchau. Okay, testing sound, testing sound, testing sound. Yeah, I think that now it's good, or at least better. Let me sorry for that, guys. Okay, now I will combine those three vector layers in just one. Can you see it? It's just only one, and I have another layer that's not a vector layer for some stupidity that I did before, you know, in a different layer. Basically, all the lines that I have right now are only two layers. And now I will create another layer and change its color to draw our marker. Okay, let me just turn my sketch. Yeah, that looks good. And let's start to draw the marker. Actually, the pen. It looks like a digital pen, right? Another thing that I like to do, I select a really thin line, you know, and press Ctrl to get like a perfect line. You know, that's for Manga Studio. It's gonna be like bigger than a real pen. Okay, that's okay. It's kind of like a magical pen. And now I go back to the thickness that I got before, you know, trying to put a little bit of perspective on that, you know. Yeah, probably it's like closer to the edge, this kind of stripe, you know, to have on it. Yeah, I think that now it's a little better, right? And this part here got another one. Okay, I think that we got it. Let me, sorry, like I'm trying to do it like quick, therefore I'm missing like a lot, but now I think that I got it. Okay, now I erase the part that's not gonna be appearing, right? Okay. Oops. Yeah, okay. I think that that's pretty good. That we don't need to draw like a perfect pen. Just let me just flip it. There's something that I can just make it better. Probably. Okay, maybe like this, right? Doesn't there's something weird here. I don't know what it is, but let's try to fix it. I think that probably this line here. Whoops. I forgot to get my brush or my pen. Alright. It's kind of the same thing, didn't change it too much. Okay, but just let's leave like that. Okay. Alright. I think that there's something like this here. I'm not sure. Okay. I think that that's good enough. It doesn't look perfect, but that's okay. We're just like practicing here. We're not trying to do like a perfect illustration, okay? It's just like some kind of practice. Okay, I got all the lines so far. And what I can do, oh, there's something that I'm missing actually. Here we got this bracelet. I will just do one. Okay. Okay, I think that we have everything that we need to. Yeah, I think that it kind of looks good, right? Okay. And I have two options right now. I can basically do the shading, like using my pen or just inking if you prefer to. Something like that, you know, when I will just create like a volume to the picture through shadows. You know what I mean? So I can do that. That's something more used for comic books. Therefore, some arts, actually some illustrations will not have that, okay? That's something that it's kind of limit your tools for coloring, because you already have too much like black, you know. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna do, if I will do like this or like the other one or the other way. I can color it like this and maybe just apply. No, yeah, that's okay. Let's do both. I'm kind of lost here. at least like the borders. Just let's see how it's gonna look. Here it's a technique, really important, because right here we are just gonna start to do like dynamics to our drawings, and also we are going to and also we are going to make like our drawing like more, how can I explain, more professional. Maybe that would be like the best word to describe it, you know, because it's not only tracing. Here try to see like how deep like parts are, like, you know, like the shadow that the shirt does, like on her belly or things like that. So this is a really important process. It's not too easy. You need to kind of study a lot that. They're like a specific way to do it to look good, and not only like black on the character. Let me just get maybe a shorter, yeah, a thicker like brush. Okay. I don't know if I want to do that, because it's gonna be different, way different, when I start to color it. You know what I mean? So basically, let's see. I'm doing it like in a different layer. Therefore, if I need to, I can just like turn the layer off like I did right now. Okay. So, but I don't want to do too much, because the rest of it I want to do with like colors. That's a kind of process that when I'm doing like in the on the paper, it feels like easier somehow. Maybe not easier, but it's easy. Yeah, I think easier would be like the best word to describe it. And somehow I have a little more control of the pen than in a digital tablet, maybe. Even though that's a great digital tablet that I'm using right now. Or maybe like with digital tablets we are kind of lazy, and you know, we just try many times until find the right one, because we are able to erase it, you know. So when I'm drawing on paper, I'm not able to press Ctrl Z, you know, to go back to what I did before. Therefore, I be a little more cautious. Maybe that's the word. I'm not sure about the lines that I'm doing on paper. But here I can just like try different things, and if it's not good, I just do like Ctrl Z. How dark it must be, that's going to depend on how dark or how large is the contrast between the character and the place that the character is, you know. Okay, I think we have something here. Now I was extremely lazy. Now let's make it better. Not like this. That's kind of bogus, right? At least this part here we can do it. Okay, just let me see how it looks. Can you see? We already have like a huge difference. Okay. Right now, just let me do this part. It's funny because if I just zoom in, I will find a lot of mistakes, you know, on those lines. But that's okay because those mistakes are not going to be able to be seen, you know. Probably you don't zoom in like the pictures, the drawings that you like. At least you don't zoom in like too much, or at least not enough to be able to see the mistakes. Okay, because we need to get basically we need to care more about what people are able to see. I don't want to spend too much time on something that's kind of invisible, you know, when we first look to the picture. Of course, that's if I do something more professional, like, you know, a job, I would do it. Like I would just spend the time that I need on that. I'm kind of lazy, therefore I will just fill the gap. It's a little faster, right? Like this. Okay. Okay, we're almost there. So it's like I said before, I could do it. I could do all this shading, all the shadows, while coloring, you know, with different like colors, like dark colors. But I'm kind of skipping that process a little bit and just doing it in the line process instead of on the coloring. It's just like a different way to color. Okay. Oh, so which one's the best one? It really depends. It really depends to which one you are more comfortable, or for the style that you're doing, you know. So all that will make a difference. For me, I don't color. I don't like to color that much. So for me, either one, you know. So I don't care that much. So everything that's kind of under the belt, this big one, this big belt here, it's gonna be darker, you know, because the belt, it's kind of blocking the light over it, right? Okay, just let me make this one a little better. Okay, now it looks better. Okay, just let me check it. Okay, we are getting something here, right? Oh, just let me see something here. If I can fix something pretty quick. There's something that's kind of bothering me. Okay. Yeah, her breasts like were kind of too close to each other, you know. And now it's way better. Okay. Something that I could do, like I would just show you, just like um, I could just like do the you know, all the shade. Oh, let me see something. There's something wrong with the hair. Okay, here I just got to see like a lot of lines here that should not be here. And it's gonna be hard to erase it because it's not a vector layer. Therefore, I just need to take care or just watch out while I'm doing like the erasing thing. That's the problem about using normal layers, you know. When I'm trying to erase it, it can be like way harder. Okay. Oh, that's nice. We got some people here. Hey, for those that are watching the live stream, welcome. If you have any question, just let me know. Just ask on the chats, okay? I'm sorry to do that like kind of late, but for me it works better this way, right? Okay. Yeah, as you can see, it's a pretty long process. It takes time, but that's okay. That's okay, we got some time, right? I have a layer here that I just don't remember for what it is. Oh, I think that I know. Yeah, I knew it. Perfect. Something that I could do, it's just fill like a few parts here, few gaps, you know, to make this process a little faster, you know, and just get like a transparency like color and do the lines, kind of like a reverse like process, you know what I mean? Okay, we're getting something here, right? Okay, so usually this part here I prefer to do it like in the while I'm coloring, I think, at least the hair, you know, because with that I can do some better fading. But for now, let's do it like this. Okay, we're getting somewhere. That's a good sign, right? Okay, let's fill this gap. Perfect. It's not filling perfectly because the lines are just too thin for the software to identify it, you know. Now what I'm doing, this part here, it kind of follows the curve, and the farther like this part of the hair gets from the rest of it, we get like a shadow under it, you know. Okay. Okay, we're getting something here. It's kind of a long process because we did like kind of a complex hair, I might say. Yeah, I think that I will just do it like this because with that I don't need to do like a extremely complicated color. You know, I will be a little lazy because like this doesn't look bad. So if I just zoom in here, you're gonna see a lot of uh, gaps that should not be there. You know, open space. That's because I don't want to spend too much time on that. But also I don't care as much because people are not gonna be able to see it. Because what people will see usually it's like this, you know, kind of far away, like the whole picture. Therefore, they're not gonna be able to see all the really small flaws. Another shadow here. Okay. All right. It's a process that's pretty fun but takes too long to get it done. But we can get some nice results once we did it. Let's say actually the correct way would be do something like this, you know, like kind of the same thing here, but I don't want to do that kind of shadow. I want to have the idea that this part of the hair is closer to the body, therefore the shadow will be closer to this part of the hair. Remember, for those that are watching, like we have a online real-time class in our school, so you can just check it like on the description um, below, and just check in our website growartstudio.com, and you can be a member of our team. We have a lot of fun in those classes, a lot of fun. A lot of talented kids that are learning, people younger, people older. So it's super fun. It's a great experience, especially because when we are doing classes with other people, instead of just like, you know, buy those art books like how to draw, you know, kind of. Um, it's better because when we're in classes, we have the opportunity to talk to other people, show our art, to like get different ideas, different perspectives, and I think that that's awesome. Okay, we're almost done here. Okay. It's looking pretty good. You can see that basically the area that I'm just making darker, it's this area here, you know, because we have the hair covering more of this area, so just like blocking the light better than the edges. Okay. All right. I think that's pretty good. It's like I said, I just want to do it like a little bit differently. Mm. Oh my, the Instagram is like pretty busy right now. A lot of people checking out. Okay, just let's see how it looks. It looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. Can you see the difference that we got? So 2 different ways to do our drawings. Okay. Alright. No, I would just leave it like this. I would just finish like while I'm coloring. But for now, it kind of looks good. Okay. Missing something here. I knew it. Okay, alright. So far, so good. Right? Okay, here, here, here. That's something that I explain like in the classes, how to do that. Okay, it's not too complicated, but requires time, you know, and that's not the best place to do that on YouTube. YouTube here, it's a good place just to get to know more about drawings in general, you know. It's not a class, it's just like a process. Yeah, that's what I mean. Just a process. In our course, you're gonna get the whole thing, right? But here also, you're gonna be able to see the process. We can talk and just and learn also. When you're watching the process, you're automatically learning something. Okay. Alright. Looks pretty good, pretty good. Not bad, right? Okay. Alright. It feels like I'm forgetting something. I don't know what it is yet, but probably I will remember soon and get mad because I forgot something that I should not forget. It's always like this, right? Okay. Let me see. Let's flip the image. That's something that, like I told you before, something really important to do once in a while. You don't need to do it like all the time, but at least once in a while. Alright. Okay. We got something here. We are getting something. So far, so good. Afterwards, it's gonna be a little bit like this, you know? This part here. But I will color it just to look better. Okay, just let's get done with the inking. I don't want to go too far. That's just like an option, but just let me show you here how different is with the inking and without the inking. Can you see the difference? Both are good, but with the inking we can see like how can I explain that? How deep parts, like parts of the body or the clothes are. You know, we can have like more perspective on the character. You know, that's what we call volume, right? I don't know why, but my voice is getting like kind of weird. Maybe I'm kind of tired. Looks pretty good. I think, let me see, what is that? I don't remember what is that. No problem. Okay, that's the, and we have the hair. Okay. Okay, basically everything that I drew, it can be used only like in 3 different layers. All the other ones I will not erase because maybe we can see the difference afterwards. Okay, I will just delete the layers that I'm not using, the explanations that I used like last video. Okay, so just to make it like clear. Okay, perfect. Now I got everything that I want right here. Now it's time to start coloring. There are 2 ways to do it. Okay, the first way that I do on computer is like that, like this. Let me explain you. I get this auto select tool and select the area outside the character, you know, like this. It didn't work fine because the color margin is too high. Let's see if now, perfect. Can you see? I don't want to get inside the character because that is going to be a problem. Yeah, I didn't get like anything inside of it. So, and just complete all those little gaps. Perfect. There's here, and I think we got all of them. Oh, just like this one, the most obvious one. Okay, and what I can do, I can open a new layer and just select combine, actually create layer mask. Okay, and this layer here that I just created will only touch the area that I just marked, but I think that I did it wrong. Let me just check it. Oops. Yeah, I did the opposite. Can you see? It's not touching my character. No problem. Just let's fix it. What I'm gonna do, it's use this button here, invert selected area, you know, and now I will create another layer. Actually, it's already here, and use the create layer mask. Now everything that I color will touch only the character. Can you see it? It's not gonna go through, and that's a way to do it. Another way to do it, I could do the same process in every part of the body. Okay, let me explain. Because let's say the first one that I'm explaining right now, I could do something like this. You know, just hold on. The what is the name? The skin. You know, and maybe like it's gonna go through other parts that should not touch. You know, but it's not gonna go out of the drawing, out of the character. You know, that's a way to do it. In this way, you will have less layers, but you will have kind of a hard time on select only like a part of the drawing, you know. So what we can do here, we can, instead of selecting all the character, we'll select only the parts that we're gonna color. You understand what I'm trying to talking about. we're gonna go to Alt, select a tool, and just get the hair. You know, all the hair. It's kind of tricky because we need to watch out because we want to get everything, you know, and probably I will miss something, but afterwards I can just try it again. Did I get everything? Probably, or probably not. So this way it's a little harder. Actually, I don't want to do it like this. Let me try something else. Okay. I will just copy. I'm just going to copy like that layer and just select a color here for the hair. It doesn't matter the color because it can change later on. Okay, so just you can see it selects perfectly. Oops, there's a mistake here. No problem, we will erase it afterwards. It takes a time, but after like do that, it's going to be way easier just to do the hair, you know. I will separate all the parts that got different colors. Okay, it's kind of tricky, you know, because it takes time, but it's gonna right now it's kind of taking an extra time, but afterwards it's going to help me save a lot of time, you know, because I will have this area selected and only use this area. Okay, so far so good. Okay, can you see that it's not getting everything, so I need to be careful. There's a lot of things here that I will need to erase it like manually. But that's okay. Let's see, part of the process. Yeah, my little crow is like crying. He's a little too spoiled maybe. But my wife is with him. You don't need to worry, okay? Okay, guys. Oops. Now, okay, that's good enough. Right now, I'm gonna get the pen and just erase those really small details. That is actually in my way. Can you see it? They're pretty small and hard to see. Therefore, it's a little tricky. Usually, like, the hair is the hardest part. You know, once we are done with the hair, all the rest is going to be easy. Easy. Okay. Okay. All right. Oops. The eyebrows got the same color. Okay. And this here, oops. Oh my gosh, we need to do it a little bit different. No, that's okay. I did not select everything perfectly. Therefore, I will just need to do something else here. But it's not a problem. Actually, it's gonna be easy. I just create a layer here, just combine those. Okay, and now I only have colors. Therefore, I'm able to fill all those gaps that I wasn't able to do before. Can you see it? Now it's way better. Let me see. Oh yeah, there's this part here also. Okay, I think that I got all the hair. See, it takes time, but not too much, and it's completely worth it, because now I will select only this part. You know, I will get my mouse and just right click on it, like select from layer and create selection. Okay, and with that I will create a new layer and just press create layer mask. Now I did the same thing that I have done before, you know, and now what I can do, I can color only the hair. Can you see it? Perfect. And I will just name this layer hair, because we are gonna have like many of those. Yeah, I know it's kind of a long process, but we can do it. Okay, now we have the hair. Let's do the skin. Let me see here. Perfect. Just another layer. Oh, oops, a different color. It doesn't matter what color I'm gonna use. Okay, I will just get something closer to the skin, so it's going to be a little easier for me to remember. Okay. There are a few mistakes that I just saw now, but that's okay. I can correct it like afterwards. All right. So is it like, yeah, no, that's not part of the skin. That's part of the shirt. See, when we have like thicker lines, the computer or the software can identify like the areas easier, or at least better. Hold on, I will just get a little bit more of margin color. Just a little bit more. Okay. Alright. Now just let me see if everything looks right and just make it better. Like you see those gaps, I need to fill everything up. I need to fill it up, everything. Therefore, if I do that, it's gonna look better, you know, and it's not going to touch the wrong like areas. Oh, perfect. That's kind of helps me a little bit. I don't want to touch the eye. Okay. The mouth, I will complete it with the skin color, because the mouth, it's kind of easy to color it, so I don't need to create like a layer only for the mouth. I can just do it like manually. Okay, here looks good. Oops. Okay. Alright, looks good. Looks good enough. And let me see here. Looks good. Looks terrible. Perfect. Now it looks good too. See? Completed all the gaps. Okay. All right. Now the same process. Let's do it again. I come here with right click on the layer, just select from layers, create selection, just create a new layer, and after create layer mask. And with that, I will only use the skin layer. Perfect. So yeah, now let's rename it skin. Okay, skin. We have what? Shirt. All right, shirt. Let's go to shirts, another layer. Let me just bring it down. Where is it? Okay, that's looks a little harder because we have the wrinkles that are really thin, like lines, you know, and therefore I'm not sure if I'm just filling all the gaps. Probably not. This one here you have like a hard time to select everything. Okay, that's good. Let's select a whatever color. Let me get this pink, whatever. Let me see that. Okay, see, I knew that I was going to forget something. No problem. And now I can just do it like manually. Okay. Just a little bit more work. Okay, remember what I'm doing right now, I'm not coloring. I'm just selecting the areas, separating the areas. Okay, that's going to be used to start coloring, to make it easier. Once I'm done with that, all the coloring is gonna be much more fun, because the only thing that I will need to do is select the area that I wanna color. All right. Yeah, I think that we got all the area. Now the same process. I go to the layer that I got this like purple maybe. Right click on that, like select from layer, create selection, and therefore I will afterwards create a new layer and create layer mask. Now I have what I need for the shirt, and for this one actually I will name it shirt 1. T-shirt 1. Okay, because she has another one like underneath this one, right? Okay, let's same process again. Create a new layer, select the area. This will be like pretty easy. Yeah. Let me see. Okay, I want to save some time, therefore I will do it the same thing with the belt. Okay, and I will just get this color here. It's kind of green. Why I'm using those ugly colors that doesn't fit? Because for me it's easier to separate them like this way when they are completely different than the other ones. You know what I mean? It's way easier this way. Okay. That's looking weird. I need to erase that line afterwards. No problem. It will be done. Okay. It's pretty decent, I guess. Now the same process. I will just Oh my, where's my, okay, right click, right click, select from layer, select it, and create a new layer, create layer mask. Okay, it's done. T-shirt 2. Okay, actually that's the t-shirt and the belt, and now we have only her shorts, and the rest of it I don't want to create a layer for, you know, because they're kind of small areas that I can do it like just manually. Okay, let's do it. Like create a new layer, select all the area. Okay, I think that I got everything, hopefully. Yep, I think that I got everything, or at least like most of it, right? And I select another color, yellow is fine, and just let me change for marker. Oh, I forgot something. I knew that I was going to forget something. Too many thin lines, you know. Now I will just fill the gaps to not look bad. Okay. All right. Whoops. A little too much. Okay, alright. There's this part here that I need to erase it like afterwards. And this part here. I think that I got everything. Oops. Right? Yeah. Okay. Now I have all the colors that I need to. And that's about time to start coloring. Okay. Oh, I didn't do like the shorts, right? No. Let me just do it right now. So right click, select from layer, create selection, create a new layer, and create layer mask, and it's also done. And those are shorts. Okay, shorts. Now we got everything. It's like I said before, we don't, those are not like colors, you know. Those are only like I just use those colors to separate like parts of the character, you know. Now I can delete all of them. Okay, because now you can see those like black layers here with all those names. Those areas are separated or designated like for the areas that you can see here: hair, skin, t-shirt 1, t-shirt 2, that's with the belt, you know, shorts, and that's the full body. I can just put it here, body, you know, that's we might need it like afterwards. And now I can start to color my character. Let me see here. We've been doing that for an hour. Okay, let me see, what time is it? Oh, it's getting late. Let me see how I'm gonna do that. Yeah, let's at least start with the skin, right? Let me see here, skin, perfect. So I'm going to use, I'm gonna copy that, you know, and use the base color for the skin. My skins, I prefer to use something towards the pink, like this, you know, a really bright or light, how can I say, pink. Okay, then just be sure that I got everything. Okay. All right. From that, I'm going to do a few things. First of all, I will create, oh, actually I have already another layer, and I will use darken and get the brush, like the brush tool, and just make it darker. Let me just get this color. Okay, can you see? I think that's the original character. Just let me double check here. Where is it? Okay, okay, she's a little more tamed, maybe. Okay. All right. Oops. Oh gosh. Okay. Okay. Let me see if I get something too different. Multiply. No, let's live with darker. Okay. Select. I'm not coloring, I'm just doing like the very basic shading, okay? Let's not even consider coloring. That's where a lot of people get lost while they're learning how to draw, because they just use like the spray brush, you know, the airbrush, and they use basically it like in their entire drawing. Okay, and that's another way to do it. Okay. All right. Okay, just let's check this one here. I'm going to use a brush here. Let me see if I like this one. Yeah, it looks like a kind of a decent one. Okay. All right. No. Nope. Okay. Little more shadows or shading, you know. Oops. Let me see the airbrush right now. Okay, let me get my brush now. Okay, just let's live like this. Alright, we're getting something now. So I don't have like a really clear strategy while I'm coloring. What I can tell you for now, because it's kind of complicated to explain, it's that I like to use at least 3 tones, different tones of the same color, you know? Okay. Nope. I need to make it smaller. Alright. Let me see something here. Okay. And we got something, right? Okay. Just then select, oops, select the brighter color and kind of do the edge of it. Okay, it's not too bad, right? Hopefully not. Let's continue the process here. Okay. Okay, it doesn't look perfect, but good enough to start. Okay. Alright, just let me get a brighter color again, just to do like a short detail here. Okay, let me go back to the darker one and do the rest, you know. And right here I'm gonna use the pen. Oops, too large. Alright, that looks good. One of the things that you can do, it's always try different brushes, like to get new ideas, you know what I mean? So don't do the same thing all the time. Whoops, different color. Different color found. Okay, we are getting somewhere. Actually, I would do this kind of bigger. Yeah. Oh yeah, looks way better. The same thing that I used to do those lines, you know, in the final art, I would do with the color. Can remember that I told you guys that some people prefer to do everything with colors, so I would not have those extra inking, you know, for shading. So it's just a personal preference. And right now, let's select the brighter area and just do the ears. This area, it's brighter. And this area right here, it's darker. I can actually do with a pen. Yeah. For anime, we kind of color with the pen, you know, so to have a really distinguishable, maybe that's the right word, line, you know, something like this. All right. I think we're going somewhere. We're definitely getting somewhere. Okay. I think that I got the basics. All right. What I can do, I have like 2 layers. I have this one and the base, you know, that's kind of the shadow, and the other one. And what I'm gonna do, it's just try to check the colors to see if that's the color that's gonna fit better. Okay. I already prefer the one that I'm seeing right now. Okay. Nope, a little too much. Like this is good. All right. And this one, let me just check it. Here. Okay. Like this is pretty cool, right? It's kind of like a unrealistic color. It's not unrealistic. It depends like the place, the environment that she's right now. But I will not do that because that's kind of complicated to do it right now. I would do something easier. Like this, it looks pretty good. Or maybe not. Let me see. There's something here that I'm not liking, and I think that I know what it is. Okay. Alright. Yeah. That was kind of bugging me. Just let me check one more time. Okay. All right. Nope. Too dark. Let me see. I think that's getting better, right? Let me see what was before. How was it before and now how it is. Yeah, it's a little better. Now what I can do, maybe just yeah, okay, that's okay. I will just create one more layer for the skin, and I erase everything. Now I'm kind of confused. Oh, I'm just doing something stupid. Yeah, super stupid. Okay. Oops. Alright. It's everything gone. Now I have a layer just to play around. A new layer. Just in case if you create another one. And I will select overlay. And use some brush see, to do some light. Yeah, some extra light. Okay. Oh my gosh, again. What did I do wrong here? Oh my gosh. What is this layer for? Okay, I think that's all, right? And I'm already kind of imagining like where the light source is, you know, therefore I can just try to do something here. Alright. Okay, we're not doing something too complicated. There's something here that's kind of bugging me a bit, and I don't know what it is. Okay, I think that's a little bit better, right? Okay, we are getting something here now, right? Okay. Yeah, just let's leave like this for now. Now let's start to do the hair. So you create another layer and select a hair color that for that character is blue. I will get the very same one as a base. Wrong brush, marker. Okay. Okay. I think we got all the hair, right? Yep. Now we are going to do some funny things. I need to do different colors, and I just don't know how am I gonna do that. Let me try something here. Okay. All right. All right. I don't know if that's the best way to do it, but I'm just giving it a try, you know. Probably it's not, because so far I'm not liking the results. Just let's try to do something here. I think that probably this brush doesn't work as like I was thinking. Just let me try to correct all of that, because look like something extremely amateur. All right. Maybe with airbrush. Let me see, red. Why is it getting like that? Okay, I'm being extremely lazy for this one here. Don't do that, please, guys. Not even myself like to do something like this. I'm being super lazy. Oh my gosh, that looks terrible. Terrible. It looks terrible. I think that I'm also using the colors in the wrong order. That's extremely obvious, right? And now yellow. Yep, very basic, right? And still looking terrible because I'm lazy to do each part separately. Oh my gosh, I think that I'm a little tired. So therefore that means that it's about time to stop for today. When we are tired in one drawing, like our creativity, it's not working as it should, that means that's time to stop. Okay, we need to let it's what we call just let the drawing rest, you know, and that's what we are going to do, right? Okay, perfect. Just let's live like this, and the next time I'm gonna do a part 3 of this video, and next time we are just gonna do it right, okay? Just take some time, because the boring part, it's already done. Let's separate the colors. We have everything, all the layers that we need to. Now it's kind of like a quick and fun process. All right, guys, thank you very much. And we'll see each other in the next video. Okay, see ya. Bye.